Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
New for you at noon, an elderly Minnesota man is recovering from serious burn injuries after his home went up in flames. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office says the call for a house fire came in just after 7 last night to a home northwest of Brandon. When authorities arrived on scene, they found a house fully engulfed in flames. The homeowner, 84-year-old Marvin Wagner, was burned in that fire. He was airlifted to a hospital in the Twin Cities. The fire is believed to have started near the wood stove, but the exact cause is still under investigation. Also new at noon, a bizarre situation near Kent, Minnesota, where authorities are investigating a crash that went up in flames, but they couldn't find anyone in the vehicle. It's believed to have happened around 3 this morning. This incident remains under investigation. Taking that live look outside right now, it's looked like this for most of the morning. Will it continue to be cloudy for most of our Friday? Let's get a check of that forecast with Storm Team meteorologist Lisa Green.
We are looking at some cloudy skies definitely in the south, and our temperatures have been pretty chilly out there. When we talk about how low they are with the cloud cover and the wind, it makes it feel pretty cold. And still dealing with the clouds in Bemidji and Detroit Lakes and down to Fergus Falls. Fargo's still under the clouds, but you can see the edge of the clouds just off to the north and west. And as we put this into motion, you can see that there are some breaks developing in places like northeastern North Dakota, northwestern Minnesota, but there's also a little shower activity trying to move in along the Canadian border too. So it's going to be a mixed bag of weather here as far as cloud cover is concerned today, but overall we'll be clearing things out little by little here into the afternoon. So we may see some of those breaks in the clouds showing up for Fargo within the next hour. So here's a look at our current temperatures. It's only 48 degrees in Fargo. It's 52 in Grand Forks, only 45 in Detroit Lakes. Fosston's at 43, so quite chilly as we're starting off the afternoon. The wind out of the north into the teens, some gusts into the 20s still, and there are places where we're struggling a bit with visibility. Detroit Lakes less than 2 miles. So today we may not see 60 now in Fargo since it's taking a while to clear out, but we'll keep it in the forecast. Maybe it'll just be wishful thinking, but we'll try to will it along. And as we head into the weekend, staying cool. We also have some chances for rain coming up this weekend too that we'll talk about.
Crossing our fingers, we can maybe hit that 60-degree mark then.
We need that sun. Hopefully it comes out.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. One woman is dead and 3 people are injured after a car ran through a stop sign and T-boned an SUV. Authorities say the incident happened Wednesday afternoon in Oak Valley Township in Otter Tail County. An 87-year-old woman in the SUV died, and the driver of that car is hurt. 2 people in the other vehicle were also hurt. A man who was wanted by authorities in northwestern Minnesota was found dead. KFGO News reports that officials with the Marshall County Sheriff's Department found the body of 51-year-old Ryan Skoglund yesterday. Deputies were called to his home in Holt on Wednesday on an altercation, but he fled on foot as officers arrived. Authorities believed he had a shotgun and was considered armed and dangerous. No other details have been released at this time. The Minnesota State Patrol is investigating a single car crash that killed 1 person. It happened around 8:30 last night in Stearns County. Officials say the 61-year-old driver from Iowa was heading eastbound on I-94 when his car went off the road and into the median. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of that crash. Authorities say 1 person was killed and 2 people were injured in a head-on crash east of Sawyer. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says 55-year-old Christina Kraft of Minot died in the crash on Wednesday afternoon on U.S. Highway 52. Kraft was driving west when her car was hit by another vehicle. That car had swerved into Kraft's lane to avoid a vehicle that stopped in the eastbound lane, waiting to turn onto a gravel road. The 86-year-old driver of the other car and a 71-year-old passenger were also hurt. It's Friday. That means it's time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 35-year-old Justin Hillison is wanted for possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia. His picture's up on your screen right now. Call your local law enforcement if you know anything about him. President Donald Trump insists he did nothing wrong during a phone call with Ukraine's president. But Democrats are pushing ahead with an impeachment inquiry surrounding that call. Natalie Brand has the latest details from the White House.
President Trump is taking aim at House Democrats investigating his phone call with Ukraine's president. He tweeted the fake news media and Democrats working as a team have fraudulently made it look bad. It wasn't bad. It was very legal and very good. A continuing witch hunt.
What these guys are doing, Democrats are doing to this country, is a disgrace.
The whistleblower's complaint alleges senior White House officials worked to lock down all records of the president's phone call out of fear they had witnessed the president abuse his office for personal gain. When he asked Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky for a favor to investigate former Vice President Joe Biden and his son Hunter.
The nature of that call has been borne out in great detail by the call record that has now been released. So in a very substantial part, this whistleblower has already been found to be credible.
Everybody's saying, what is he hiding? What is he hiding? He released it. And so it's like, well, implicit in there is aid, even though they don't mention it. Implicit in there is 2020, even though it's not talked about. Got to stop inventing things that aren't there.
President Trump at a private fundraiser told donors he wants to know who gave the whistleblower information, and in a video obtained from the event suggested it was treason.
You know what we used to do in the old days when we were smart, right? With spies and treason, right? We used to handle it a little differently than we do now.
And I'm concerned about some of the president's comments about the whistleblower.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she wants to make sure whistleblowers do not face retaliation.
They're a very important part of uncovering wrongdoing in our government.
Joseph McGuire, the acting director of national intelligence, testified Thursday the whistleblower acted in good faith and followed the law. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
House Speaker Pelosi says congressional members will be talking about the impeachment inquiry with constituents during the 2-week recess that started today. Whether you're a home buyer or just looking for inspiration, the 20th annual Fall Parade of Homes this weekend is the perfect place to be. The parade offers 57 new homes from 33 different builders covering 9 different communities around the metro. Parade goers will see a wide variety of prices, ranges, and designs. The Fall Parade of Homes runs 2 weekends, with this Saturday and Sunday being the first. For more information and to get a preview of the homes, just go to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story.